Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at Naya Tokens, but a different way than we played it before because we're going to be using Awaken the Woods, which is kind of nice because it makes a lot of tokens, but trying to combine that when we get all that extra mana with Titania's command. So we're going to be using 2 cards out of the latest sets and seeing what we can do with them, and do they make Naya Tokens better? Let's go find out. Before we get started, I want to say thank you for those of you that are becoming members on the channel. Like, it really is, like, it touches me, seriously. But thank you to our newest member, Mando. Welcome to the Dragon Brood. I'm also working on a couple of pieces of content for y'all over there, so expect to see some extra videos over the week, hopefully, if I get some time. But for now, remember, go check out our sponsor, ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn. It'll save you 5% at checkout. And they should have up, by the time this goes live, some really, really cool Elish Norn things that you should probably see on the website. They're pretty awesome. I also have a short floating around if you want to check that out on the channel as well, showing that off. But let's get into the deck. All right, so we're going to start with 2 Intrepid Adversary because we want to be able to pump our tokens once we have them. This is one of those things we hope to draw late, so we're only playing a couple of them because we have other options that help solve this same problem. We're playing 4 Gallagreeters, mostly because we want the treasure, believe it or not. We're trying to play some expensive cards today, and we're going to need that mana. So we're kind of hoping every time it lives, the first time or two, we're probably making treasure, unless there's some weird aggro situation where we think we need to gain the life and it's going to die anyway, something like that. Obviously, join the dance, make some bodies. We like this, and it can be played with flashback, so it gives us bodies late, which can be important. Playing a couple out of line. I would go to a third one, however, it does have double white in the cost, and occasionally that's going to be a problem, so we'll see. But we're going to go with 2 for now. We're going to try some Takasha's Welcome because, well, it's Takasha's Welcome. We can draw cards. I don't know how often we're going to draw cards from this. Ultimately, this might be better off being removal cards, but I wanted at least another option to draw. I don't know if this is going to work out the way we want or not. We'll talk about that later. Then we have 4 Wandering Emperors further down. This is Wedding Announcement. There we go. So we have 4 Wedding Announcements, and obviously makes tokens, draws cards. It's in a bunch of decks. And then we have King Darien Extra Large, the 8th, because you got to be respectful. But yeah, this card, really good, and especially if we're making a bunch of tokens, it can save stuff from sweepers, and that's going to be huge. We're going to play a couple of Cabaretti Charm. And, you know, kind of how we were talking about the Intrepid Adversary, this is another way to pump our team. But most importantly, this gives everything trample, and it does it at instant speed. The other thing about it, too, is all of these parts matter, right? Being able to shoot something for damage, being able to make the creatures, and being able to give your stuff +1/+1 and trample. Like, all of those can be important. They probably will be throughout the course of the video. Then we got 3 Wandering Emperor that I was trying to tell you about earlier, but here they are. I don't know, I kind of only want to play 2 of these and maybe swap for some other removal that's maybe a little cheaper, but for now we're going to go with the 3 Wandering Emperor. We've got 2 Jetmir Nexus of Revels because this is just awesome whenever you have a bunch of dudes. And honestly, don't try to get to Magic Christmas Land and get your 9 tokens. Like, if you get that, that's awesome. But even if you're just playing this with just 5 or 6 dudes out, like, that's still trample damage. That's +2. That's a lot of points that your opponent's going to have trouble stopping, and they're vigilant, so you get to attack and still sit back with them. So that's very good too. Rabble Rousing, obviously one of the best cards. Many times, I would say, if we get Rabble Rousing and can get 2 attacks in, the game's probably going to be over. But not always, but, you know, it can end it. And we have some better cards to put under Rabble Rousing, because we don't just have Jetmir, we don't just have Cabaretti Charm. We have Titania's Command. Now, for those of you who've never played with Titania's Command, this actually has some pretty cool options. You can either exile a graveyard and gain the life equal to the number of cards that you removed. You can search for 2 lands. However, I think we're almost never going to do that in this deck. You get to make 2 2/2 bears, which we probably will use sometimes. And then you get to give all your tokens, or actually all your creatures, +1/+1 times 2. So you get 2 1/1 tokens. Kind of nice. Actually, 2 1/1 bonuses. That counters. There you go. Why am I not speaking correctly today? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It pumps all your things +2, and then you get to run the opponent over. That's what's important. And you get to choose 2 of those. This is pretty good for a lot of different reasons, right? We can remove graveyards from stuff like Reanimator. We can just overrun the opponent when we have like 5 or 6 tokens. We can just make extra bodies. I mean, even the life gain from just removing a graveyard in a pinch is actually kind of nice. Like I said, we're going to use all this probably except for the fetch lands, because if we're already at 6 mana and we're using this, I can't imagine we want the mana that badly. Maybe there's some weird scenario where you have like treasure that you're using for the Titania's Command, and maybe you want to play a Rabble Rousing behind it, so you go get the land, something like that, but that's going to be super rare. Then we're going to play 3 Awaken the Woods, and this gets us a lot of mana and a lot of bodies. And the one thing I will say about Awaken the Woods is there's probably going to be a lot of times where you want to choose, do I leave mana up for, say, like a Wandering Emperor, or do I just go ahead and Awaken the Woods for 2 or 3, and then try to do multiple things next turn? The way this deck is built, unless you expect a sweeper of some subtype to come from your opponent, I would assume more often than not you want to just make the creatures first and then do whatever you're going to do after that. Because this deck, if you're really able to get to 7, 8 mana, like you can do multiple things. You know, that's play Rabble Rousing and a Jetmare, you know, or play a King Darien Extra Large the 8th and leave mana for a Wandering Emperor or something, right? Like there's a lot of things you can do when you get to those higher mana counts. As for the land, we're going to be playing Iganjo, Plains, Mountain, Sekinzan, Boseiju, Forest, 3 Rockfall Vale, 2 Battlefield Forge, 3 Sundown Pass, 4 Brushland, 3 Overgrown Farmland, 3 Jetmare's Garden. So nothing real surprising in the land. It's kind of what you expect. I think what we're going to be trying to follow in today's video, though, was like, is Takasha's Welcome good enough for us? Do we want more or less Cabaretti Charms? And truthfully, can we do with 1 less Wandering Emperor? Or do we just want some more early things that make tokens? I think there's a lot of things to consider here. So this should be a fun one. Let's go have some fun in the video, enjoy the games, and I'll catch up with you on the backside, and we'll talk about those changes and any updates we want to make. Alright, this is reasonable. Let's rock and roll with this. Let's go Jetmare's Garden. Alright, this is one of the ones where, like, even if Galagreeters doesn't live, the rest of the hand's kind of okay, so we don't really mind it too much. We would prefer it live, obviously. Okay, he did make it. That's nice. Oh, it's not going to make it now, though. That sucks, too, because Adeline's going to be susceptible to cut down as well now. Should have just went with the wedding announcement. Here, let's go with Treasure. Because we might be able to go Galagreeters into Wedding Announcement. Alright, so they didn't kill our Galagreeters. Wonder what that was about. And they're not killing Adeline here either. Wow. Huh. I mean, they could have an untapped land to play a sweeper here. Like, what are we afraid of in this scenario? I mean, I feel like if they empty the board, then we just go back to the Galagreeter wedding announcement plan. So, sure. I mean, not sure what else to do with this. Alright, opponent's at 3. Alright, drag to the bottom you did. And we'll go back to our other plan we just discussed. Pass the turn. We will make a treasure, I guess. Alright, got another drag? Probably so. Nope, that is definitely not a drag to the bottom. Though they might have a spot removal that they just chose not to use because they knew they were going to drag to the bottom at some point. And I would believe that. Okay, let's try this. See what happens. Alright, so they do have a cut down. We get to attack with 1 thing. Unfortunately, that only gets us 1 token and probably leaves us losing our board again. And then it's probably GG's. Unless they don't have anything. But it probably starts with killing Jetmare or whatever it is. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Ooh, not even waiting to cast it. I guess that means they have another herd migration, I guess. At least I would think so. Okay, this isn't bad, considering we just need to do a couple points of damage. Oh, it does gain them 3 life, though. That's probably why they did it. Alright. So now we're back to having 4 power we can attack with. And a Kami to destroy something. So you're probably going to take the one that's giving the bonus. Which... So now I only need... Okay, so now we only attack with 1. And this sounds silly, but in the turn, get 2 bodies. They get to return something to our hand. We'll discard this Iganjo we've been holding on to forever. Yeah, it's kind of weird, because if they bounce one, it just leaves us playing it again and resetting the count, right? And then we'll discard this. Whereas they could have just... Yeah. Oh, Niall. You never see that get played. Whenever it deals combat damage, though. Okay. Alright, can we get something to pump our team? The answer is no. We cannot find anything to pump our team. Very sad. Yeah, we just gotta attack here. I mean, can't justify not attacking. Especially since we're gonna make tokens anyway. And then play this. Get some cards. Wow, more wedding announcements. Okay. I mean, I guess they could wipe the board again. We'll play another wedding announcement, and we'll see what happens. So they get to look at 5 things. But you put it on top of your library. You don't even draw it, right? Yeah. No, then you draw a card. So that's fine. Alright. Do we lose everything? Nope, herd migration. They made a bunch of bodies. Ooh, that's good. How big can we make our pile of bodies? They have 6 blockers to our 5 attackers. That's unfortunate. 1, 2... We can pump it 3 times and have a bunch of 4/4s. I think we still do it. We'll just blow up the treasure too. And just say, you got it, you got it. Yep. I mean, it's what we got to do. Okay. I was hoping to draw to another pump thing, but that didn't happen. And then they attack, and we have to give them a card. I don't even know if they can afford to attack, actually. Unless they have more removal in hand. Yeah, they're going to go digging. As they should. Alright. Choose an on-land card to put into the opponent's hand. We give them one of these, I guess? Sure. I guess I could read ahead, though. That wouldn't be great. They get a 1/1. Like, we don't care. That's probably correct. Just double checking. Yeah, I'll just give them that. That's fine. Because if they find what they need off the top, that's not really going to matter on anything, to be honest. I guess that's not totally true, because if they were to sweep the board here with another drag to the bottom, we would die. Because they could give that plus X, and then we just die next attack step. Nope, it's another herd migration. Ooh, well, that helps things not suck so much.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end.
Yeah, sure. You do what you got to do, I guess. And we'll just play more duders. Alright. And then we'll play this, and we'll make yet more bodies. Oh, where were you? That would have been it. Oh my gosh. We might die here. Well, we're at 7-16. We're not going to die, I guess. And now we're at 6-6, so now drag to the bottom doesn't even get us. Oh, that's sicko. So they can make it 12. And do you have another one? Nope. All right, we go to 4. Unless they've got something else for us here. All right. Man, opponent's been through so many cards. They still have a lot left. I mean, their deck did everything it wanted to do, so I feel pretty good. Yeah, all right, good win. Ugh, can't keep that one. Ooh, I would have been better off with that last one. Let's get rid of Titania's command and hope we draw land. Ooh, this is tough. We have 2 turns to draw land, and there's no guarantee any of this even resolves at that point. But obviously, we'd like to stick a wedding announcement if we can. Alright. Conceal curtains. Sure, you got it. I am going to have some things that you can get. You betcha. The interesting thing would be, what card do they get? Because while they can take something like Wandering Emperor, I think they probably still take Wandering Emperor, actually. Because if I draw land, I get rid of their Conceal Curtains, and it's not, or I guess Revealing Eye, and it's probably the harder card for them to remove. So that would make a lot of sense. Let's just pass. No attacks. Like, you gotta know what we're doing here. You know 3/4 of our hand. Interesting, too, they knew 3/4 of our hand and they weren't willing to attack. I find that very interesting. So now, I'm kind of curious. Alright, well, we kind of got to use this now. Because it's the only thing I have that they can duress. Let's go ahead and just make 2 bodies. And now they know about our adversary, along with our Jet Mirror and our... Oh, that's a good one. They definitely don't know about that. That's a thing. Okay, so how do we want to go about this? We got to play something here. Especially if we're going to try to rabble-rousing next turns. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm actually not going to attack. We'll wait, get these a little bit bigger, and then we'll try to start getting our attack on. And if I know I'm going to try to rabble-rousing anyway, I'd rather hold on to the maximum number of bodies here. I would normally sacrifice that, but I'll take a clue token here. Yeah, that's fine. So now, new goal. Draw... Oh, there it is. I was about to say, draw an untapped land. Alright, feel free to kill a creature, opponent. Oh, man. Alright, I guess we take a wedding announcement. Please don't have a way to kill a rabble-rousing. Looks like you don't. Alright, block 1, take 8. We get a card. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape now, even if they sweep the board. Like, we just get to start rebuilding. Yeah. Ooh, gross. Mulligan. Much better. Oh, not much better. We don't have a second white here. That's a little bit of a problem. Though, I think we probably still keep it and just get rid of Sekinzen. And just lean on the deck a little bit to provide. I don't know why I'm holding on to Titania's command. We're going to be forever away from casting it, but... You know, we're playing it in today's deck, so I kind of want to be able to cast it more often than not. Ooh, against a red deck, this is going to be tough. Tough, tough, tough. Alright, hey, we found at least the white land we were aiming for, so that's a start. Please don't kill our Gallagreeters. Please don't kill our Gallagreeters. Only way Gallagreeters doesn't die is if they want to play a 2-mana creature here and not waste their +1/+1. Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh, it's not. What? What? Okay, they had it. I was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. I wasn't sure for a second. They almost had me. Alright, weird thing here is I think we have to not block and take some damage. Which is going to be a bit scary. Unless they just hit Adeline for 5 here, which they might. Feldon. Ooh, that's a bit of an issue. Alright, I'm going to take 6. Not sure how I truly feel about that, but, ooh. I think announcement's kind of nice here. Big announcement, we get me 1 untapped body. I play this, I get 2 untapped bodies. Which is better? Which is better? Probably just gonna do this. Get the 2 bodies now. That gets a bigger attack in. Also increases the odds I could potentially kill something by blocking. Not sure how likely that is, but, you know, it's a thing that could matter. Okay, so they don't have burn spells here, I'm pretty certain, or they wouldn't have come at us like that. So I think that's what we're doing. Ooh, going to 8. Alright. Feel like we escaped a little bit there. Like, we got a little bit lucky. But, sure. No attacks? Alright. Can we find a land? Even just getting a couple of life here would be pretty big. Oh, they didn't even get to attack. Okay. Alright. This is big time now. Let's... They have 2 cards in hand. They've got 5 mana. If they block with Feldon, they'll be able to get... Oh, they can't block with Feldon, so they won't get extra cards there, actually. Then we're just going to go Bears. I'm going to risk it. If they can do 8, they can do 8. Let's go. Like, you can do it, you can do it. You're just going to have to show me. Like, this is a case of if you got it, you got it. Like, I'll just go down swinging. I say, the minimum you got to do is block out a line, though. That's real. Alright. Alright, opponent's at 8. We got a card. We're at 8. We have to block Feldon. I think we got there. Yep. Whew, that was close. This is a mulligan. This is sadly a keeper. Probably get rid of Titania's command. Alright. Okay, that could help. Maybe. What is this, a black-white land? Yeah. Oh no, Angels. I don't think we could beat Angels, y'all. Oh, that's going to come into play tap, too. Gosh dang it. That sucks, because we have to use our Aganjo here. Aganjo might have been one of the few things that could help us. So yeah, outside of hitting our big, like, rabble-rousing type turns, I don't know if we have anything else we could do here. Gotta get treasure, I guess. Try to just maximize what we can do. Pretty sure we're just dead, though. Yep, you got it. Attack for lots of many. Oh, you're just gonna kill all my things. Okay, fair. Respect. And another angel? Nope, not another angel. Alright, we just pass. Oh, that's another angel, though. I was trying to hold on to our Wandering Emperor just in case, but... guess that's all we can do.
Run away.
Still going to 12, with no real way to come back at the moment.
Is final.
And they're probably holding on to more removal here, too, since they didn't play a bigger body. I mean, I guess this is all we can hope to do.
Remember your training.
Yeah, I'm like, if we just get attacked a couple times in the air, we're gonna die. Alright, cool. GG, opponent. Easy mulligan. This is a bit better. I'm not sure which way we want to go. I think the adversary has to go. Which is a little bit of a tough thing when you're on the draw. But the right decision's still the right decision. We're going to need a lot of token makers, I think, in this fight. Unfortunately. Oh, they're drawing here. What? Well, that's a bonus and a privilege I didn't think we were going to have. Oh, dang. Okay. Guess this is what we're going to do. Not sure what they were looking for, but I'm assuming it was removal cards of some kind. Alright, you got a Shieldred. What are the odds we could stick something good here? Alright, we draw. That is not it. Ugh. That does not help our case at all. Attacking here only lets us produce bodies. That doesn't do anything. We could shoot for 2. That doesn't do anything. Alright, we're just going to pass then. That's rough. That's a tough one. And now they can still land Invoke Despair if they have it. Which makes us very sad. But not much we can do. Interesting. I would not have expected them to have that. Now I, for real, have no idea what the opponent's playing. This is very curious. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And we're going to make a body.
I'm not overconfident.
See if they want to kill the Wandering Emperor here or not.
May your blade strike true.
Alright, take our turn. Oh, deck, come on. You are not helping us. I'm just asking for small favors here. Jeez. You're not even trying. Yeah, we're still a mana short from doing both of the things we want to do, unfortunately.
Show them how
We're at 16, though. How much do we care? How much do we care? Man, I'm just trying to figure out, like, what this looks like if we don't attack. Like, if we do, we're basically gambling on being able to kill Shieldred. The problem is, they might actually equip Bankbuster. Actually, if they do Bankbuster, then we just kill Bankbuster. I think is what we're going to do here. Because I think that's what they're probably going to do. I think we just Besage you the Bankbuster. And then that still lets us play Wandering Emperor if we want to. I think that's smarter. They're thinking about it, though. Ooh, are they just going to straight up block with Shieldred? That'd be cool, too. Ooh, and they blocked there. That's the best block we could have gotten. Because when we get the first striker. Alright. Oh, I don't think they realize First Strike's about to take out Shieldred here. Yep. Because they looked like they were going to draw a card, and then they didn't. Yeah, alright. So, end the turn. Now I think we go ahead and kill that now. Alright. We've kind of weathered the early part of the storm, but I don't know what type of deck the opponent's playing with this mix of cards. This looks like some, I don't know, Mardu control thing, but it's playing Plaza of Heroes, maybe to save some other legends. I don't have much of a clue here. Depopulate. Sadly, as much as I'd like to draw a card, we would rather save a token here. That does not help us, and that's super frustrating. See what we find. Alright, you matter. I'm in. That's +1 this thing.
Remember your training.
Alright. I mean, if they have another, they have another, but at least we have Planeswalkers that we can keep making tokens with. Yeah, that's all I can assume is this is just some Mardu control thing. I don't even know. Like, credit to the opponent, because they could be playing anything right now. I was going to say, some big angel, I was about to say, some big angel shows up, I would believe it. Like, oh, this gets really interesting, doesn't it? Because we can flash in the other Wandering Emperor to give first strike to a thing also. Opponent's at 17. Alright, sure. Plus one this.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Let's see what you wish to do. Alright, this is a bit aggressive. I'm not gonna lie. But I think it's the right play.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show them how we greet our enemies.
Alright, opponent's at 10. We've got Token Makers plus Darien. King Darien Extra Large the 8th, by the way. We gotta show respect. Okay, you can gain 7. Go to 17. Take 5, 6, 7. We could do this and make a bunch of dudes. Do we care to have just a bunch of dudes? Maybe. That does make this pretty significant, doesn't it? Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh, plus this.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Yep. Whoa. Really? You're not going to block the 4/4? Yeah, I was going to say, that makes more sense. Yep. First strike. Alright, I'm going to keep. I don't like not playing something until 3, but we are on the play, so there are a fair amount of matchups where this is going to be alright. Hopefully this will be one of them against Mono Black. And we'll probably just go announcement, add a line, if I'm guessing. Wouldn't mind drawing some lands between now and then to set up a rabble rousing. Would be pretty sweet. Though, this could be something altogether different since they have some red mana. This is not Mono Black. I'm not sure what this is going to look like just yet. This could be all kinds of things. This could be a mid-rangey thing. This could be a sacrifice. Well, nope. It's not that at all. But they are drawing, so they're just looking for stuff here. You want to cut down a token? I would not be mad about that. I would actually welcome it. Not going to play Adeline here because just susceptible to cut down. Well, I guess after the token dies, it could be. So I guess it would have been fine. But we are going to play another wedding announcement. Get ahead on tokens. And now if we draw a land, we got rabble rousing rocking and rolling. Could be pretty nice. If not, could be combinations of Adeline followed by Jetmir. We'll see. The other thing that's good here, too, is if they were going to play, like, Corpse Appraiser, well, they kill a token, there's nothing in the graveyard for them to get the Corpse Appraiser bonus. However, though, Shieldred is still a pain here if that shows up. It is not going to, though, so that's good. Would you mind tapping that blue mana, opponent, so I could resolve something? Thank you. We did not find the untapped land, but we found another wedding announcement, which I think is fine here. The question, though, is do I just want to get a pile of tokens? And the answer is yes. So, yeah, let's just attack with one. Because this nets us more damage over the next couple of turns. Especially with one. These are going to be flipping in sequence on the next 3 turns. And then now we'll just attack with all the tokens and not care. Especially since we'll have access to Cab Ready Charm or Jetmir or whatever. If the opponent sweeps the board here, we do nothing. We reload with tokens again. I mean, even if they tap to play Shieldred, fine. Or Invoke Despair. If they play Invoke Despair, that's probably it. Because then we just sack a token and the newest wedding announcement, and then we just play Jetmir. Yeah, this is a key turn here, depending on what's in their hand. Fable? We're not too worried about that. We do want to land, though. Okay, we got that. And the reason this is important is if the opponent... Well, they could sack the Fable token as well, though. That's a little tough. Yeah, If they didn't have the token here, this would be a lot easier turn, I think. Because I'd probably just use Cabaret Charm and try to go for it. But here, I think I'm just going to attack first. And see what the opponent wants to do. So, I mean, because that's 12 damage. Finally going to cut down one. Okay. Then I think we're going to go ahead and make it where you can't kill it. Because it'll be a 6-6, or 3-3, which makes it 6 total instead of 5. They probably have another cut down, though. Yep, that's what I thought. Like, makes sense. Alright, well, that's 15. I'm not sure what their plan looks like after this. I'll say if you take 15 and go to 2, I'm not sure what that looks like. So they're going to go to 4. We get some cards. Those are good cards. If something bad happens here, we do have backup plans at least. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. When you get to situations like this, now the cut downs don't do anything. Yeah, even if we lose those, I mean, we have a little bit of everything going right now. Yeah, we're not worried about anything like drag to the bottom. So, yeah, Braid kills one, that's fine. But they had to take a point for that. Yeah, opponent says GG. Makes sense. Just gonna draw cards for the sake of drawing cards? Sure. I mean, I guess if they had something they could have gained life with, like March or something, might have worked. But yeah, that's it. We definitely have 4 attackers to their small number of blockers. Alright, there you go. Alright, we're going to keep this one. Run the draw, so it might work out. If nothing else, we have a bunch of join the dances, get a bunch of tokens. But it looks like our goal would hopefully be join the dance, wedding announcement, Jetmir, but we'll see. Playing against this is probably not good, because we need to hit those land pretty critically. I almost want to draw land every turn for the rest of the game now. At least through the next, like, 4 turns. We'd feel a lot better. Alright. I mean, this is probably a Brutal Cathar or something. Actually, it's probably worse if it's the other veteran, to be honest. Because then we, like, block, but we kill their thing and we still give them a token. And that kind of sucks. So that's kind of a letdown. Yeah, I guess we try. I mean, what else are we going to do? I'm going to Brutal Cathar my token. They have opted not to Brutal Cathar my token. A little tough. I would have liked to have had Niganjo there. I'm going to assume the opponent's just going to flash in something. Oh, that was a wrong assumption. Ah, well. I guess I should have attacked anyway, because even if they block with the token, it's better we're not being attacked by it. But this oddly has worked out so far. Now, we do have to find red mana somewhere along the way for Jetmir. So that's real. But I'm trying to figure out what type of hand did they keep that they only had Recruitment Officer. The only thing I can think of is maybe it's Brutal Cathars and like Myrel or something. And they can't cast the Myrel yet, but they don't necessarily want to waste Brutal Cathar on a 1/1 token. Well, now they can cast Myrel. Or maybe it's removal cards, right? Maybe it's the... Okay, there's the Myrel, like we suspected, so that's not a surprise. Alright, I guess we just do this and try to set up for something. No attacks, obviously, that does nothing for us. Would have been nice to get a land and at least, like, try to do something with an Intrepid Adversary. Wandering Emperor's no good here unless we draw a land, and then we could just kill Myrel on our turn. Can't do it on their turn, because Myrel turns stuff off. So that's real. But even if they play just one creature here, it's probably not even worth blocking Myrel. We're just better off hoping to draw a land for the Wandering Emperor, and then just turn all these into 2/2s. And then we can just stop more stuff next turn. But it could just be, you know, the Exile Sorcery and then the Brutal Cathars, or whatever. And if that's the case, we'll see what happens. And it is a little bit of a choice, right? Because they could also have cards that protect Myrel, which could kind of suck. Well, that's strange. The opponent went for real AFK there. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. Alright. We still can't play Jetmir, so we either just play Wandering Emperor, make a body, whatever. Or we just do this and pump. I mean, I'm not really sure what else we do. I mean, I guess we just pay and sit back. I mean, really, our goal now is just can we hit Rabble-Rousing or Jetmir? We have the land now, so if they attack with Myrel, we can attempt to kill Myrel next turn. So we're just not going to attack here. It's not worth giving up a token, realistically. I mean, we could have got a card off of it, but I don't think the card is worth as much as a body right now. Even if they can get rid of our adversary, having a pile of 2/2s is still better. Alright, let's see. Alright, there's the Cathar, which we assumed was there, so that's not a surprise. Yep. They might just have back-to-back Myrels, truthfully. So we kill one and they probably make another one, but then they have more bodies. But again, now that we know we have Wandering Emperor, I don't even know if we try to block the Myrel. Well, now we have other things. Let's hope they don't have a good answer here. I guess we'll just have a second Rabble-Rousing. That's a thing. Yep. And really? Alright, we'll take King Darien. Why not? I mean, to be fair, we did already have Titania's command in hand and Jetmir in hand, so it's whatever. Alright. Now, even if they kill a Rabble-Rousing, it doesn't even matter. And if they sweep the board, we just use Join the Dance and start it all over again. Yep, that'll do it. Okay, so the exciting part is the big cards worked, right? We had games we particularly won because we had Titania's Command and we had Awaken the Woods. So that's actually the cool part of it. And we actually won some because of Rabble-Rousing. So all the big cards did what they were supposed to. The question now still comes down to, do we want more removal in the deck? And I think the answer is yes. I would probably even remove the Takasha's Welcome because I don't feel like it did enough. I think through all the games, even the ones I played off camera afterwards, I think I only got like 4 total cards off of it, even when I got it. So it's fine, but not really great. And I think had that been another Cabaret Charm, maybe even a Fateful Absence, something like that, that would serve us better in some matchups. So I might swap those for 2 Fateful Absences and maybe even find room for one more Cabaret Charm. And I think those would probably help us out quite a bit. But overall, the deck actually worked, and I don't know, I guess token strategies are still pretty solid. Like, I enjoy playing them, so I don't mind. And I like finding different ways to make them work. And this actually was pretty damn sweet. And not often we get to play with those big dumb cards, and I'm glad they worked out. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Darien, King of Keldor. So, like, this is the original, one of the OG Darien cards. So if you didn't know, now you know. And it is kind of crazy that it's 6 mana for a 3/3, but if you realize what it does, it's awesome. Every time you take damage, you instead, well, you take the damage, but then you make that many 1/1 tokens. So in a tokens deck, that would be huge, because now your opponent has to decide if it's even worth attacking you, because then you just turn that into bodies, and that's no good, so they end up having to get rid of that. Now for 6 mana, you're probably not ever going to play it in a 60 card format, but for something like Commander, it could be pretty strong, and where you can even make deals with people and say like, hey, why don't you attack me for 5 so I can make some dudes and I get some triggers, and that'd be awesome, and then I can go take out this other person, right? So there's some cool stuff like that you can do, but it's an interesting card, and it actually is worth a few bucks that people may not really know, and it's likely all because of Commander. Now, if you enjoyed today's deck list and you want spins on different concepts and ideas, check out this fun Vehicles deck we played with Grixis, because people forgot about that card. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.